business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cyclones offense will get first crack at it today. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David. And then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
He's in open space downfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
It's complete.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Baylor! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes
poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10 easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll leave it with him. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. The Cyclones want to move quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball. They'll go.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. Cradles it at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
How about taking the shot off the RPO? A lot of times you see RPO routes and you throw it real quick, whether it's a bubble or a glance, but they're like, nah, I'm going to fake the run right here, take a deep shot. The offense being very aggressive.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's really hard sometimes when you're trying to throw the ball over the middle of the field against this D-line because they're so tall. When they get their hands up, man, as a QB, it's like trying to throw over top of some trees. Really tough to do.
He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it inside the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
From the gun, running back on the move. Pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Trying to barge in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
No, you got to be aggressive here because if you score a touchdown,
the
nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game. Even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
I'm in
game.
the lead. Everything's going right.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Cyclones buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Breaks in the middle. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change.
And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job.
2nd down coming up. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Sends it back in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Using the quick game. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession.
Turning it on. Still on his feet. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Reads it, fires complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Motion from the wideout. They go right back to it. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now they'll run the draw. Still on his feet at the 25. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about the interception? And finally, this defense makes a play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it
fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. He'll set up to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bears will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Release to the back. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold him.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but Oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They're hope for a touchdown going by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Out of the end zone. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
42.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Bears are rolling down the field. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Pound 55 weak.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's stopped. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still deep.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense,
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Running backs on either side of the quarterback.
Come on, set.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. He's at the 40.
The Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Baylor! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back has it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now. Loading the box, everybody up front is ready for the run.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
On the double.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to put him at push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quick catch on third down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Ready?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll give it on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Hey, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And it's incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we look pretty good.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the handoff. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here's a heat. Turns it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Nestles it in at the 35. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he runs it out for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things that happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way coaches spin when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what...
He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the... Touchdown, Baylor! He got a step and just dusted the field. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.